It is 7 o'clock. I would like to call the regular meeting to order. This time, Kayla, would you like to do a roll call, please?
Sure. Councilmember Zeter,
Seated.
Councilmember Hands,
Present.
Councilmember Andrus,
Here.
Councilmember Redding, Councilmember Morgan,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Byrd,
Here.
Councilmember Morgan,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Byrd,
Here.
and Mayor Gallup.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. We would all stand and say the Pledge of Allegiance with me, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, thank you. Next on the agenda is the approval of the agenda. 4A, approval of the regular council meeting agenda for March 13th of 2023. We discussed this at study session. Could I get a motion, please?
So moved. Support.
It has been moved and supported. All in favor, please signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next on the agenda, 5 is approval of the minutes. 5A is approval of the study session minutes from February 27th, 2023. Did we have any changes or anything? Okay.
I move to approve the study session minutes as presented.
Support.
It has been moved and supported. All in favor, please signal by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Abstain.
Motion carries. 5B, approval of the regular meeting minutes from February 27th, 2023 council meeting. Any changes there?
Move to accept the minutes as written.
I'll support.
It has been moved and supported. All in favor, please signal by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign.
Abstain.
Motion carries. Next on the agenda, number 7, is the first reading of ordinances and scheduling of a public hearing. 7A is first reading and scheduling of a public hearing and second reading for the March 27th, 2023 council meeting for Ordinance 508 to amend Chapter 6, Animals of the City of Allegan Code of Ordinances. Michaela, you going to take this?
Yes.
Okay.
So council reviewed Chapter 6 along with some other chapters at the study session on February 27th. So there were some corrections at that time that were suggested by council, and those were implemented into the ordinance that you'll see. I created kind of a redlined version. This chapter did not have a redlined version because it was a complete rewrite. But like I said, I did create a redline version just to show you that those changes were implemented. But other than that, if you don't have any questions.
I have one question. I see we had a numbering issue for section, it was supposed to be 6-12, but it was listed as 4-12. And now in the red line, it says 64-12. Is that?
It's kind of tough to see. Through the 4, there is a dash, just,
Oh, you just
Yeah.
can't see it. Okay.
yeah, it's just very difficult to see.
Okay, thanks.
Anything else for Michaela on this?
I don't have any questions for Michaela, but I know that we had discussed a little bit at our study session about implementing a fee for a permit. And I believe Liz is in the audience who had kind of brought this forward to us and for our second reading in the public hearing. How everybody's feeling about that?
So, just in discussing the email, what is our purpose in having chickens be permitted? What's our goal in having them permitted?
I honestly think we just used another ordinance as a template from a different community, and that was in there, so we were just kind of, is that kind of correct, staff? As that had been in another ordinance?
I would say so, yeah.
Well, going by my reading, I think one of the purposes is section 624, which is to revoke said permit if they're not following the ordinance. So if you have the permitting, then you can also revoke it and say, hey, we've had lots of issues, you guys aren't following it, you've got way beyond the number of chickens, or you're, et cetera, and it's just a revocation thing.
Okay,
Any more discussion on this?
I don't mind having a permit, especially if it is for that revocation ability.